Welcome back. In this video, let's start by creating a few more directories and files. So I'm going to run mkdir to make a directory, and I'll call it tester1. And to the right, you will see that tester1 was created, and this is a directory. I'm going to create a file with the touch command, and I'll call it file1. Now let's create a couple of more files. Touch, file 2, file 3, and file 4. This created a few more files for us. These are all empty files. And I'm going to make a few more directories. So let's do mkdir to make a directory. Let's call it tester2, tester3, and tester4. This created a few more directories. Now let's copy file 1 to tester1, file 2 to tester2, and so on. So let's do copy with just cp command, file 1 to tester1 and /. Let's copy file 2 to tester2. And to change things up, I'm going to move these two files. So file 3 and 4, I'm going to move file 3 to tester3 and file 4 to tester4. So to move a directory or a file, we have to run the mv command, which is to move. So I'm going to move file 3 to tester3. And as you can see, it disappeared from our screen. That's because we moved it to tester3. Let's move file 4 to tester4. Alright, so now let's go to test1 directory. And you will see that we have the file 1 here. Now let's do the same on the server side. So let's do cd to change a directory. Let's go to tester1. And we'll run ls-l to see the contents of this directory. And we can see that file 1 is here. This is the same thing that we did visually. So if I double click on tester1, I see file 1. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the file to give you the visual representation. So I will click on move to trash, and I'll move the file. Now if I run ls-l, I'll see that it returned no output. That's because file 1 was removed from this directory. So if you want to go to the previous directory, we'll do cd and .. This will take us to the directory up, which will be temp tester. If I do an ls-l here, I can see the 2 files and the 4 directories. Let's do the same on this end as well. Let's click on back. And I can see my 2 files and 4 directories. Now I want to show you something. We know in tester3 we moved 1 file here. So let's go back. If I want to remove this directory, so I will run rmdir tester3. And you will see it's not going to let me remove the directory because the directory is not empty. I can still remove it, but I will have to switch up the command. The command to remove something, and if you remember in my previous video, I mentioned the rm-rf command. That command removes the directory and the files that are underneath it. So it removes everything in its way. So I'm going to run rm-rf tester3. This removed the directory and the file that was in it. Let's do the same and remove the tester4. And it's gone. We can check it by running ls-l command. I'm going to hit clear to clear my screen. Okay, I'm going to teach you one more thing with these same commands. So let's say if I want to move file 1 and file 2 to tester1, I'll run copy file 1, file 2 to tester1. and I can see these two files were copied here. I'll run clear again to clear my screen. Okay, so now let's talk about flags. I mentioned earlier in my previous video, we can run a lot of Linux commands using flags. And how do we know which flag goes with which command? There's a way to check that. We can run the man command. It will give us the manual for that command. So let's say if I want to run man on the cp command, this will give me the entire manual for the cp command. It tells me what this command exactly does, and here it's giving me the flags that I can use with it. To show you an example, I'm looking for the -r flag. I can hit enter and it will take me down one line at a time. If I want to fast forward this, I can hit the spacebar key and this will take me down one page at a time. Here I'm going down by using the enter key, and if I hit the spacebar, this will go down page by page. And now I've reached the end of the file. I can type Q and this will close the file for me. Alright, so I'm going to go back into the manual for the cp command. Okay, so here I'm going to press spacebar key to go down one page at a time. And now I'm going to search for, so I'm looking for this -r flag. What I want to show you that this -r flag, when used with a copy command or cp command, will move everything recursively. So if I wanted to move a directory that had files and other directories in it, it won't let me just move it simply with a copy command. I will have to use it with the -r command, and this will copy everything over recursively from the source to the destination. And I will show you now by actually doing this on the server. So I'm going to type Q to close this page. Now I'm going to check pwd for my working directory. I'm in temp and testdir. Here I'm going to run ls-l to see what's inside of this directory. So I have two files and I have two directories. This appears identical to what I see towards the right of my screen. So this is here for your visual representation. Okay, so I'm going to move file 1 and file 2 to testdir1. I'm going to run the mv command and type in file 1, file 2, and I will type in testdir1. So it moved everything to the test1 directory. I can do a cd to go to testdir1 and type ls-l here. This will show me the two files that I just copied. And here they are. So let's go back once. And I'm going to do cd ... to go back one directory. And I'm back in temp testdir. Now let's say if I want to copy testdir1 and all of its contents to testdir2, it should not allow me to copy everything over. That's because I did not use the -r flag. So now I'm going to type in cp -r testdir1 to testdir2. This time the command completed without any errors. So let's go to testdir2 to see what we did. It should have copied testdir1 and all of its content inside of testdir2. So let's open this folder up. And here we have the testdir1 directory. Let's go inside of this folder to see if the two files that we saw here, if they were copied or not. And here I can see those two files as well. So that means that our command worked successfully. Okay, so we're going to go back again. Check our present working directory. Alright, so now we're going to switch over to the move command. So previously we copied everything from testdir1 to testdir2. which means that file 1 and file 2 should still exist in the tester1 directory. So let's go inside here and we see these two files. So I'm going to show you how you can remove files even if you are located in a different working directory on the server. So currently I'm under temp tester. Now I want to remove everything here which is under temp tester tester1. So I want to remove these two files from this location, but my location is temp tester. So the way that we can do that is we'll run rm/temp/tester/tester1 / and we'll type in asterisk. If you remember, asterisk means all. So rm command will remove a file. If there were multiple directories here that I wanted to remove, that is only time I will use the rm-rf command. But I do know that everything under this folder is a file, so I can run just the rm command. And I'm going to give it the entire location. So temp tester tester1 and everything inside of it. If I run this command, this will get rid of the two files. And my working directory is still temp tester. Alright, so I'm going to hit clear. And I will go back one folder. Well, before I go back one folder actually, so here everything is cleared out and this folder is completely empty. So what we're going to do is we're going to run ls-l and we will go to testdir2 and we'll run ls-l again to see what's inside of this folder. So we have a file 2 and we have a tester1 that we copied earlier. So let's go into tester1 and run ls-l again. So these are the two files that we did remove from this folder, but before we removed it, we copied it to another folder. So now I'm going to move these two files back over to this folder. So how can I accomplish that? My current working directory now is temp tester tester2 and tester1. And I want to move my file to temp testdir and testdir1. This is the path that I want to move the file to. There are two ways I can accomplish that. First, I can type in mv and I'm going to type in the asterisk. That means move everything in this directory. So I'm going to type in mv, everything from here to temp testdir testdir1. So if I do this, this command gave me an error. So I wanted to show you something here. You have to always remember when you're copying or moving something, you have to give it the source and the target. In my case, I did give it the source. The source was my current working directory, and there were two files that I was about to copy, and I gave it an asterisk, which meant to copy everything underneath this directory. That meant to copy these two files. So where did I go wrong? In the target location, I made a typo. So I gave it the right path almost. I told it to move it to temp, tester, and testdi1. The typo is here because I forgot to type in the R. The actual folder name or directory name is testdir1. I gave it testdi1. So the server could not find the target location, and that's why it gave me the error. So let's type in the same command again. Move asterisk /temp testdir testdir1 and /. And if you look to the right, this should move the files over. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter on my server. And that was instant. So it moved the two files over back to the test1 directory. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate another way you can use the move command. Allow me 1 second to open up the target folder. So we are going to move these two files back to where we moved these from old tester1. So I will type in their current location. Well, before I do that, I'm going to check my pwd and run ls-l. So I'm currently under this test1 directory. I want to move everything from temp tester1, these two files. I want to move them to my target location, which is temp tester2 and tester1, which is my target location, which is this folder here. So I will type in mv and I will give it the source, which is temp tester1, and I will type in asterisk again. This will move these both files. And now I will give it the target, so it will be temp tester1, tester2, tester1 /. And here it moved the two files from the old folder to the new one here. Sorry about the hiccup there. Here it moved the two files from tester1 to the other tester1 that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and hit clear to clear my screen. And I hope this video was helpful to you.